Hi, my name is Emily Stone. I'm going to be your professor for LifeSpan development, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you soon at the weekend intensive in Charlotte. I'm going to go ahead though and read through a letter that I'm also sending to you that just gives you some things that, some information you might want to know before we get together in a little over a week. This class is a hybrid. So we will be handling things a little differently than if we were entirely online or if we were entirely meeting in person in a traditional classroom setting. The syllabus that you will see in Moodle is going to be a very helpful guideline, but I am making some changes to it. It's typically the syllabus that we use for a class that is entirely online, and since we're going to be doing a hybrid format, we're going to do some things a little differently, and we're going to have some options of flexibility that I think we'll enjoy. 1, each week you will have a written vocabulary assignment, and you can see that in the syllabus. So class begins on a Tuesday, so this coming Tuesday is when the class officially begins. So since class begins on Tuesday, all of your written assignments for every week are always due on the following Monday by midnight. So that written vocabulary assignment that you have due every week, you'll always submit by the following Monday at midnight. If you have any questions about these things, don't hesitate to ask me. Now, you're probably going to like this. You're going to see that there are discussion forums in the Moodle site. Instead of participating in those weekly discussion forums online, we're going to hold those conversations completely in person during our 2 weekend intensives. So I do expect that you look at the discussion forum topics because we will be using those for some of our activities, and that way you'll be prepared. But we'll be doing all of those discussions in person. So you won't have those weekly discussions to be responsible for each week. You will be responsible for the weekly vocabulary assignment. All right. When we meet together, we will be covering discussion topics and material with a lot of different activities that I hope will be engaging and fun, so come ready to interact. We will cover the term project in more detail during our time together, but I want you to know that I'm changing it from what you see in the syllabus, okay? So you won't be doing what you see in the syllabus for your term project. I'm going to ask that you develop a thorough PowerPoint presentation that you could potentially use in a ministerial, professional, educational environment or setting. You will pretend that you're preparing a presentation for one of these populations: new parents, emerging adults leaving college, or adults retiring from work and entering the later stages of adulthood. What you will do is you'll develop a PowerPoint that helps prepare this group of your choice for their transition to a new stage by sharing with them what they can expect in the development for their development for the next 20 years. For new parents, you will be explaining the development of their child from ages birth to 20. For emerging adults, you will describe their development from 20s to 40s. And for retiring adults, you will share information about their development from about 50s to the age of their death. And these PowerPoint presentations, they should be informative, realistic, helpful, and hopeful. And I want you to really use this as an opportunity to be creative and to really think that you might use this someday in a ministry setting. You will let me know which population you want to do your project on that first weekend intensive when we get together, and then you will have your PowerPoint ready by the next intensive. And what I'm going to ask each of you to do is to come ready to share and present your PowerPoint presentation in a short 10 to 15 minute version of it. You might later on use it and turn it into more of an hour, 30 minutes to an hour presentation. But I want you to prepare a brief version of it in terms of speaking, about 10 to 15 minutes for us. There are 2 exams, and both exams will be taken in Moodle online. We're going to talk more about this, though, when we get together in Charlotte soon. So there are 5 things I want you to do before we get together in Charlotte. I want you to look over the syllabus and be sure you have your textbook with you next weekend when we're together. You want to post a brief introduction in the Get Acquainted discussion forum on the Moodle site. You'll find this on the Moodle class under week 1. And I also want you to read your peers' introductions and your professor's introduction and maybe respond to a couple of them. What this does is this lets me know that you're able to access Moodle. It lets me know that you can use it. It shows me that you have been on the page and you've looked at it. And I also want you to go ahead and start getting to know the people that you're going to be spending time with, including myself. Read through the discussion forum topics for the first 4 weeks of class and get started on your first written vocabulary set assignment. That won't be due when you come to Charlotte. It's, like I said, due the following Monday by midnight. But go ahead and get started on it. All right, I think that's it for right now. I just wanted to introduce myself. I wanted you to be able to see my face and go over some things. I'm sending all this information to you in an email, but feel free to contact me. I look forward to start reading your introductions in the class, and I will see you in Charlotte very soon. Have a great week.